some things that
Don't follow women at this stage of your life. Bro, don't. You're going to burn yourself. Hello. Focus on developing yourself to the core. Like, good. I was having a discussion with the boys in the house yesterday night, late in the night, and we're talking about how that some people have money to buy wig of 150k, but they don't have the money to buy a book or to register for
a course
or a seminar. Even some of them, you even invite them for free, but they don't come. That's trash.
To develop yourself mentally.
Must develop yourself in all areas, mentally, financially, spiritually. Spiritually is very important, top list. Because if you're not spiritual, they will play you like in this sphere or you find yourself. So as a teenage guy or as a youth, develop yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Amma Robinson and welcome to the show. Guys, I'm super thrilled about the guest that we have here today. He is an OAP, he's a child of God, he is my youth president, he's a podcaster, he's a writer. Welcome with me to the show, Oladele Precious. Welcome, sir. Welcome. I'm really excited to have you here.
And I'm happy to be here.
Okay. So Sir Precious, we just go to Sir Precious, but
please don't call me.
Yes, so moment of this show, Precious. Talking about, I think we've had conversation over time about intimacy with God and how to get close to God. I know how you always encourage us as close to pray. Sometimes it could look like we are schooling and it's tiring trying to combine both, but we see you effortlessly combining both, like making our time for God and why still praying. Did I forget to mention, guys, he's a graduate of the Department of Mass Communication, University of Nigeria. He's a graduate, guys, and we've seen you like combine your academics, your leadership in church, even your leadership in class as a class rep, and also God, like handling everything together. So, like personally, how were you able to cultivate intimacy with God in your life? How were you able to do that?
Wow. Okay, well, about my bad times, about my good times, about the times when I messed up, and about times when I celebrated because I won or I did well. So it's all about learning, but most importantly, it's all about knowing and having that consciousness that God is best. No matter what stardom or what position I occupy, no matter how busy I become, I must put God first. And having God like at the top of your list actually helps. Like have that consciousness. That's what actually helps me. So although there are days I wandered away like a sheep, but God definitely has a way of bringing me back to himself all the time. So like I said, it's about my heart. So it's all about having God like at the forefront of everything to really help. Consciousness will help. And then also learn how to segmentize or put everything in their different ways. I call it shelving, like put this in the shelf and put this in the shelf and all. Because it can be very tiring. You have a whole lot to attend to per time, and you have people's problem to solve. You have your own problem glaring at you. I think I shared this experience. My second year, we're still at room 206, the other building, Jackson building. And I remember before I left my room, I cried to God regarding an issue, and it's really, really like bad. I mean, I was heartbroken. And then I got to class. I remember I was wearing a bedroom slippers. Because I rushed out of the door because there was a lecturer in class and I was at the class. And then when I got to class, someone met me and she told me exactly the same thing I prayed to God about. I mean, like happening to her and God. After she left, I just prayed with her, and after she left, I found myself crying. Why would you send someone facing the same thing? Like, bro, we've not even said to ourselves, like, why would you do that kind of thing? And I realized that I have to solve this problem, even though I have my own problem.
One thing about it.
So it could really be tiring, it could really be disappointing at times. Most of the times we have people to deal with and they're not forthcoming. Yeah. So you have to learn, you have to keep on learning.
So how were you able to cultivate that intimacy with God?
Intimacy with God is just you having God at the forefront. So you know that fellowshipping with Him through His Word, prayer, and some other spiritual disciplines are very important.
Okay.
So no matter what you do, you have to do those ones at forefront. So creating time to study the Word. I think what has helped me most is just creating time to study the Word. Because when I study, I have the vibe to pray, and I have the vibe to also share with other people. So I think the Word, like my number one, just sit down, study, also have the vibe to pray, and also pray for other people. Also, I think that's just it. Intimacy with God is always ambiguous. People would think maybe one thing will happen, or your room will turn to blue, that kind of thing, or a thing will walk into your room. I'm not saying those encounters are not real. About on some occasions, some of them, but like something triggered those encounters, either dedication to the Word or dedication to prayer. Something must actually trigger those encounters. So you must do something. I mean, you must
give yourself to prayer, give yourself to study the Word.
Yeah, so that's what intimacy is all about. It's not really
as ambiguous as people make it.
Yeah, because at times when people just come to programs, they're like, you have to be intimate with God. Like, bro, break this thing down. People are talking about people that here, just break it down. What should I do to be intimate with God? The same way if I'm in a romantic relationship, how do I get come to the point of intimacy with this person? Spend time with the person. So it's the same thing, copy and paste. And times 100.
Copy and paste.
Just copy and paste. That your romantic relationship that is working. Just copy and paste. How did I get to this point with this person? Just copy and paste. Copy and paste. And then times 100. Wow. So it's not.
So I was going to ask you, you've answered to the two questions I wanted to ask you. I was going to ask you, share an experience with us where you shared that already, and also what spiritual discipline. We have some people say prayer, give yourself to prayer more. People say give yourself to word more. So it's what spiritual practice, what spiritual discipline have you been doing in your life that kind of deepened your relationship with God more?
Yeah.
Is it still the same prayer or
yeah,
there's none that is higher than the other?
There's none. Somebody had asked me before, so I'm finding it difficult to pray, I'm like, from my experience, me, days I don't study, I don't pray because ginger is not there. But when I study, the vibe comes naturally. I could just be studying new Christian realities through the epistles and my head is touching. Just kind of thing. So it still boils down to the Word. The Word is like the trigger for me. I don't know for other people, but the Word is like the trigger for me. Prayer comes in handy, fasting comes in handy, honor comes in handy also. I think another thing that's helped me is honor. There are people that I got closer to, and naturally I just want to love God. But what brought them closer was because I honored them. I know what God is doing with them. I honor their personality, and I go closer. I really, at times people are like, it comes natural to you to say, I sincerely honor you. That's my life, because most of the time I can't get to where I am now or where I've been because I'm just that kind of boy who does not really talk at all. But just getting close to people, what they carry rubs off. And sometimes it's just their intimacy with God to direct you. Just flow. So I would say the Word, prayer, honor. I don't joke. I don't joke. I don't know if it's I don't joke.
Yeah, it's very important. And I've seen mass communication as a department is not to say something that I'm going to be, but we are many in number.
Definitely.
My class is 348.
My class was 310, I think, first year.
And you were class rep?
Assistant class rep.
Assistant class rep.
Yeah, because that's very important.
Because
first thing was one was capacity to accept. But most of the time, people don't want to approach her because of pressures running available. So I think I did most of the things while she did something that
thank you.
So basically, we just knew ourselves.
So basically, what were what are the key qualities of a leader, of a Christian leader that you've kind of imbibed in your dealing with people?
I think I might want to play
what are they? Because you're not just a leader in church or at Castle Union where you once served. You also handle people. I tell my class rep consistently that, bro, you're doing a good job, because it is difficult handling people that are kind of like your age grade and your group, they kind of know what you know, and it's like that kind of thing, and we're in school together. So I respect class reps a lot, assistant class rep. I just kind of marveled, and I just want you to know, for someone out there who is coming to school and saying he or she wants to take a specific post, might not even be class rep, might be faculty president, or you want to take up a post, like what are the key qualities you ought to have?
One, you must be able to solve this problem.
Problem
And when I say solve problem, I don't mean you must by yourself, but you must be able to pull resources, the resources that you have. I don't mean money sometimes, but the connections you have, the access you have to solve people's problem. That's the reason why you are leading them. They would, I mean, there's somebody in the Bible, I can't remember where it was now, but the reason why the person was chosen as a king, but you know people are coming to the person to be king over them, because the person has, I think, a weapon or something for the capacity to win a particular battle or something. So that's the reason why they are coming. In the context of the Bible now, their problem then was that battle. In fact, with David came in when Israel was having a major issue, a major challenge, who was Goliath, right? So as a leader, you must be able to solve people's problems. That's what makes, like, that's one of your key things. And then two, patience. Like,
very important.
I think Mascom O22 class has taught me what patience look like.
Yeah.
There are days that people do something, you just feel like slapping them. Like, so I'm not older than I am. You're younger. Let me spank you. Still, you're doing this, not making sense. But you just have to just be patient, because you're paying the same school fees they are paying. You're getting the same version about 2018. So you cannot just come and be dealing with somebody anyhow. So you have to be patient. And then another reason why you're patient is because you come from different backgrounds. Some of us have been
different
trained
mindset,
patient, to behave well from home, while some other persons, they don't have the opportunity to get that training. So you have to give allowance for them and just nurture them. And then I think another thing, this one is what putting yourself out there. As a leader, you must be loud about that. I did not do that all of the time when I was leading, because I didn't learn that principle early. If I had known, you would have known me better. You must be objective. You must not be subjective, even though you have to be considerate, but you must be objective. This is what I want to do. This is what we need to do at this point in time, and let's get it done. So, being objective, being able to solve people's problem, and being patient also, and know how to communicate. That's one thing I learned. That's one thing I learned in this 5 years journey. It became 5 years because of our So you must be able to communicate. I found it difficult at times in first year, second year to communicate. I just go on WhatsApp. WhatsApp was my shield, like just type, guys, we need to do this, we need to do that, and that's all. But third year taught me that you need to, these guys, you need to tell them what you have to tell them. That's the cultural words. That's the first one. Tell them what you want to tell them. So you need to tell them what you want to tell them, and you must learn the right way to communicate. Communication is key. No matter how you want to look at it, or no matter what you want to say about it, communication is key. The way you communicate the matter, or the way you communicate something to people, would really tell if they are going to respond to you. Their response is not based on who they are. Their response is based on how you communicated whatever it is you're communicating to them. So you must learn the art of communication as a leader. And communication can come in different ways. You can communicate with a smile. I remember one of the things I used to say as a class rep is calm down, because then we will always be tensed. Because they just come to me and they are tense. I'm like, calm down. So anytime they want to make jest, they just say, that guy that always say calm down. That was because I learned that that's the only word that could actually help this person to be calm, to really reason the way he or she is supposed to reason. I'm like, calm down. Oh yeah, start talking, and then express themselves. So you must be able to communicate. At times it might just be your body language. At times it might just be the way you handle things. Everybody's crying. As a leader, you must not cry when other people are crying. I've learned that a lot. I don't mourn when other people are mourning. And most of the time, it's not like I don't want to mourn. But I've learned that if I mourn while these guys are mourning, who will now comfort each other? And I know that I'm a son of consolation, so I should not be mourning. I should not be pouring ashes on my head when every other person is doing that. I should do my private thing. So I think those are my like 3 key: being able to communicate,
problem solving, patient,
and problem solving. So big time. You really need that. As every other thing will come, and resources will come in, and the people you need,
right thing.
You are going to attract them because you have these things already at work.
So basically, like being in school or being a Christian guy. So what are the struggles, Christian guy struggles that you encountered? I think our last episode was Christian guy struggles.
Okay.
So what are the Christian guy struggles that you encounter as a guy?
Okay, big time. A lot, but I think I'll mention a few just to help.
And how did you like, how were you able to navigate those?
Okay, good. I think first of all, the word system, the way it's designed, is somehow disadvantageous to guys.
Yeah.
So you have to strive, you have to be vocal, you have to be, at times you have to be one not as to be able to really survive as a guy. And that's one of the key struggles for guys who are also Christian guys. There are a whole lot of distractions around us. Personally, I had my distractions big time. There are things that I've sworn to God before I entered school that I was never going to do. They are not really bad, but just that I had the standard, but I found myself doing them. Somehow, it's a journey. But that's just right away. So number one is the ability to thrive as a male figure in society. There are a whole lot of expectations, but those expectations are actually killing what we should deliver. It's actually killing how we should deliver what we ought to deliver. And it's a whole lot. An average Christian guy amidst thinking about how to please God, he's thinking about how he can be financially buoyant in his life. He's thinking about how he can shut his enemies, shut their mouth up, those who are mocking him and mocking his parents. He's thinking about how to tell them that, really show them that he has arrived. That's another thing. And that's why a lot of persons get into so many crazy things.
To prove.
Personally, I think my mother taught me not to always be under pressure because she has never put me under pressure, and that really helped me. Those who I grew up with never put me under pressure. The only pressure they put me under was to have sense, because I was somehow stupid along the line. So as a Christian guy, part of the issue is this pressure thing. We have a lot to do. The society is not helping us. Society is coming to take from you. You know, a friend of mine will always say, everything you see around you is after your own. As a young man, the lady around you, somehow, the majority of them are after your coin. Not all. I corrected him. Not all. The seller on your street is after your coin. Your lecturer is after your coin. Somehow. Just name it. So you have to be yourself to be able to like face these guys. I'm not giving you this coin if you don't have anything to offer me in return. So they are after us, but there's little resources for us to try. Another thing is the girl problem. I mean the lady problem for the guys now. Should I say this?
Yes, go ahead.
Alright, so basically I decided I wasn't going to get into any relationship in my class because I really don't like see finish personally. So God helped me, no girl in my class now will come and say Precious dated me, that kind of stuff. It's not like I'm proud though, but I actually love
the fact that you say you kissed,
yeah, but I had other relationships. I had another relationship outside, or even though it wasn't really romantic, or maybe I had a crush. And as a Christian guy, it's really difficult in this system, or in this present age, to be pure. Yeah, because as a leader, I realized that every people were ready to do what I do for me. First year was tough. I struggled. There was a night I had to go to nightclub with someone in class, and that was the worst day of my life. I struggled with the lost one. Not really because the person was bad, not even because the person was even that beautiful, but that's at least was a spiritual stuff.
Yeah.
So the person had the vibe, the person was charged, but I wasn't charged to be able to counter it. So remember Jackson Building, I would pace around the balcony, pray in tongues, come back, still sit down with this person and explain. So it's looking like the fire is burning me. I run out I go and get some extinguisher, like charge, come back, sit down, and continue like that. But the person called me second day, how far are we going for that class? I said no. So like the girl struggle is really hard. Like, usually if you're a leader, you cannot but help. Like you cannot, but at times you cannot help it because you are, as a leader, you are out there, people admiring you. You want to be around, you want to be connected to you. And if it gets into your head, you're going to burn yourself. So it's really a big challenge. I think you understand.
Yeah, I wanted to like say this. It's not like it's something that is unholy when you, as a Christian guy, decide to go into a relationship.
No, see, the relationship was not my problem.
Okay.
It was what comes with the relationship, and that really determined who I was going to get close to. If you watch my network of friends, those who are really close to me at that, there are people who like share the same faith. Because I can get stupid, but I need somebody who can call me to order.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to get romantic with someone, it's not going to be just any kind of person, and that's why I decided not to choose from my class. So that I don't have people who are spiritually sound, like I have them, but obviously they're not my experience. So whoever I expect, when the movie girls. so I decided, okay, let's zoom this thing in. We're not doing this yet. So that kind of stuff. So it's not relationship. It's what comes with relationship. What we do in there. What's up?
Yeah.
Do we do the same thing?
Yeah. Where is it heading to?
Impurity. Yeah. Where is this thing heading to? Will I be proud to introduce this person to my mom, to my mentor? Are they going to now start praying about it? That kind of stuff. So those were the reasons why I didn't know what to do. And then I'm value driven. Personally, I'm not the even though those people but I'm value driven, and at that time I didn't see people who were really tangible when it comes to but I'm trying to slander. I have them now. Love them at sense along the line. But I did not see what I was looking for. So that was the reason. So it's not really about relationship. I know Christian guys, you guys get big or have fun now. You guys get big.
Yeah, so basically, I like to ask this. So what is success to you?
Whoa, that's a big question.
Yeah, what's success to you? Because I have figured out lately that I've figured out that success could be different things to different people. So it's subjective. What success is to me is something. Yeah, it's relative, rather.
Okay, so success to me is playing out the script that God has written about me.
Wow. Okay.
Playing it out.
Okay.
That's success to me.
Okay.
So it's not about the car, it's not about the money, it's about if you have all of those and you're not playing out the script, and I get to see your script that God has written about you and you're not playing it out, you're not successful too.
So success to you
is playing out that script that God has written about you. So it might be healing the sick, it might be raising the dead, it might be being a figure that provides solution to people in this area. That's success. If I'm fulfilling that, every other thing will fall into place.
Wow.
I'm rest assured. I know.
So there's a teenager, there's a youth watching this. So as teenagers and youth, what do you think currently right now you should be doing? So, some things that
don't follow women at this stage of your life. Bro, don't. You're going to burn yourself. Hello. Focus on developing yourself to the core. Like, good. I was having a discussion with the boys in the house yesterday night, but late in the night, and we're talking about how that some people have money to buy big of 150k, but they don't have the money to buy a book or to register for
a
course or a seminar. Even some of them, you even invite them for free, but they don't come. That's trash.
To develop yourself mentally.
Must develop yourself in all areas, mentally, financially, spiritually. Spiritually is very important, top list. Because if you're not spiritual, they will play you like in this sphere or you find yourself. So as a teenage guy or as a youth, develop yourself. Bro, develop yourself. Just be the best version of yourself.